What's up guys, welcome back to the James Hopkins coaching channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 steps to making 6 figures online as an expat. Just like Ben, just like Laura, just like Charlotte, and just like Celia have done as well. Just like many of my hundreds of expat students have achieved working with me. And if you want help starting your own online business that could potentially grow to up to 6 figures, then all you need to do is click the link below this video and choose a time to speak to one of my coaching team. So step number 1, oh, and by the way, you really need to stick around until step number 3, because step number 3 is literally going to change your life, just like it has mine and just like it has to all of the people who I have previously mentioned in this video and many more. So step number 1 is to learn skills that are paid based on result and not for the time that it takes you to actually complete that task. So let me give you an example. Most expats, when they move abroad, they don't have a skill set that they can actually get paid to do, or many of them rely on a skill set like teaching English, because there are literally billions of people in the world who can also teach other people English. It's not a very high paid skill, because the next person who comes along who can speak English will ultimately undercut the previous person, and therefore the price that people get paid to teach English is going to get lower and lower and lower and lower, because there's just so many people who can do it. So let me go back to the principle that those people who are paid based on result have a better mechanism for actually being able to make money, because it doesn't rely on the trade-off of their time. Now, the big mistake that most people make is they rely on skills, especially when they live abroad, that are paid based on the time that it takes them to actually do something. Therefore, my step number 1 is to learn skills that are paid based on result and not time taken to complete a result. So step number 2, one step closer to step number 3, which is the big one that you're all super excited to hear, but step number 2 is about adopting positive, productive habits in your life. Now, the biggest question that anybody who is starting their own business typically asks me is, how do you motivate yourself to actually do the work? And the big secret, the big key is to adopt positive, productive habits in your life. So what is a positive and productive habit? Well, for one, getting up early, right? Many people waste half of the day by staying in bed until even 8, 9, 10 o'clock, right? And they don't actually start doing anything productive until the middle of the day, when half of the day is already gone. Another example is exercise. Many people vastly and grossly underestimate the power of keeping your mind and body healthy. So exercising daily, even if that's just doing a 30-minute home workout, that's better than doing nothing, because the movement and the energy that is created from exercising and the positive endorphins that are released, they're going to help motivate you moving forward to actually do the work and do the things that are required to start your own business. So number 2 is the positive, productive habits throughout your life. I've actually got videos on that specific topic on its own. And step number 3, and this is literally the most game-changing, life-changing thing that myself or literally anybody can teach you if you're a startup entrepreneur and you want to succeed in your own business, and that is learning to accept that failure and the lessons that come from those failures is the biggest mindset shift that anybody can have from, being your typical average person working a job. It's to learn that failure is a mandatory part of success, and that you will never become successful if you don't realize that between where you are now and where you want to go, failure is mandatory. Why? Because there are so many lessons that you need to learn between where you are now and where you want to go, and every single one of those lessons is learned from actually trying to do something, failing, taking the lessons out of that failure, waking up tomorrow and being an even brighter, smarter person who has learned from the mistakes the previous day. That is the biggest one. That is the biggest life-changing thing that anybody has ever taught me, and that is to stop looking at failure as a bad thing and start looking at it as something that needs to happen so that you can become the person that you need to be to achieve the success in life and the success in business that you ultimately want to achieve. So if there's anything that you're going to take from this video or any of my other content, it's lesson number 3, and that is that failure is a bigger part of success than success is itself. Typically 99% of the 100 things that you might try when you're first starting out are not going to work. But every time you try something, every time it doesn't work, you can either look at that as a failure and let it push you one step closer to defeat and ultimately giving up, or you can take the lesson and you can start again tomorrow with an even stronger foundation on your path to success. So there you go. If you've enjoyed learning the 3 steps to becoming a 6-figure expat, just like all of the people that I previously mentioned, and just like many of the hundreds of people that I previously worked with, then there are plenty more videos on this channel, and I'm going to direct you to one which is going to be super helpful for you right now, and that is how to become a successful entrepreneur. There'll be a link to that video somewhere around this video. Click it, watch it. Hope you enjoy my content, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.